All right. So it's probably been like 4 or 5 months since I made a video last, and I told myself I was gonna make a bunch of videos this year on investing and finance and a bunch of other stuff that I'm really passionate about. But then Corona hit, and I just lost all motivation to do so. But I'm back, and I have a video on calculating ROI, return on investment, more specifically rental property ROI. And right now I have one rental. I bought it in December of 2019. Wow, that seemed like such a long time ago. That was, before all the protests and the aliens and the Corona and the lockdown and Kobe, RIP. Anyways, we have rental ROI. I first got this idea when I was trying to figure out what my ROI would be on another property that I'm looking at up in Pittsburgh, Kansas. And then I was like, what's my current ROI? And so today we're just gonna go through that. I have up here 4 boxes. It's like a 4-box method. I've seen a bunch of guys do it. But if you have a rental property and you don't know your current ROI, go ahead, follow along. But let's go. Box number 1. This is gonna be our income.
Income. Write that up there.
Income. And right now, rent, obvious income for a rental property. Oops. So rent, I charge $625. They pay me for the lawn care, so $675 is what it technically is, but they can take care of it or they can hire it out. But we'll use a green marker, $625. Other places have like a parking fee or a storage fee, but I don't have any of those, so we're just gonna go $625, and that is our total income.
Total income, $625.
Put a little box around it so we know where it is. Moving down to this second box, we have our expenses.
Expenses.
It's a bigger box because typically there are more expenses than you have income, at least like category-wise. Hopefully your expenses don't, outweigh your income. But a big expense for a lot of people is a mortgage. I had to buy this property outright in cash, so I don't have a mortgage. Another expense that a lot of people have: taxes. You should pay your taxes. So we'll put taxes, and I think I pay like $60. So $60. And then another expense that people should have, I hope you have it, it's insurance. So insurance. And I pay right around $100. I think it's like 123 cents, or $100.23, but we're just gonna put $100 for example's sake. And right now I'm getting gypped. They're wanting to, insure the house for $200,000. I only bought it for like $20,000. So I mean, if it goes up in flames, no, I'm just joking. That's illegal. Moving on, another expense that people should take into consideration: repairs. Right now, I've had to do 2 different repairs. One was like a plumbing issue. Another one was something was up with the drainage disposal. So, but that was an easy enough fix. Right now I have a repair that I have to pay for with the AC unit. I think it's just low on Freon, but we'll find out tomorrow. I got called up today, actually. But let's just say repairs, for example's sake, we put $100 aside each month for repairs. And there are other expenses. Like I said, there's a mortgage. Some places, wherever you're located, there might be HOA fees. Some landlords pay for the utilities and work that into the rent, or maybe you have a property manager that you hire and you have to pay him. If you're putting money aside for capital, say you need a new roof, that's a bigger expense. It's not just like a repair that's like a major fix, but capital would be another one. Lawn care and landscape would be also another one. But just for what I have to do for my example, we're going total expenses, total, and we'll use, let's bust out the red. We got $260 if we total that up. $260 for our total expense. Moving on to the third box up here, we have our cash flow. And cash flow is pretty easy to calculate. All you have to do is take box 1, your total income, subtract box 2, your total expenses, and that gets you your cash flow, your monthly cash flow. Let's take 625 minus our 260 down here. 260, and that gives us a total monthly cash flow of 365 per month. Total monthly cash flow, pretty easy, but that will help us when we calculate our ROI. And for this example, I'm doing cash on cash ROI.
So cash on cash ROI.
Total cash on cash ROI. We want to take this cash flow number, so 365, and multiply that by 12 because there's 12 months in a year, so times 12, and that would be $4,380, I believe. Check my math. So $4,380 per year that we're getting cash flow from this rental property. So the next step of this would be to figure out how much money you have invested into this property. Like I said earlier, I had to pay this property in cash, and that was $19,500. And then I had to pay closing costs and I had to pay taxes for 10 days. So what is that? I think it was $384 in closing costs, and then $10.91 in taxes. Yeah. So, and then that gave us a total of $19,904 and 91 cents that I have invested in this deal. So next, you want to take your total yearly cash flow, and then you want to divide it by how much cash you have in the deal. So $4,380, divide that by $19,904 and 91 cents, and that would give you 0.22, and then you want to multiply that by 100 to get a percentage, which is going to give you 22%. So right now, my ROI on this property is 22%. I looked up the average, and it said the average was about 10, and then high was being around 12%. So first property, 22%, not too bad. But when I was looking at this next deal, I have to put 20% down because I can't just buy it out in cash because I don't have that much money. And then I was like, wait a second, I wonder what my cash on cash return would have been if I would have done 20% down. And so if I were to have put in around 4,000 down, that would have been 20% on this property. I would have had like 100% ROI. And I just sat there and I was like, man, I really fumbled the bag. But you know, can't change it. It was a lesson learned. I don't think I could have gotten a mortgage anyways because I wasn't working. I was finishing up school, and my second year tax returns for being self-employed wouldn't have been in by then. So you know, it is what it is. But 22%, still not too bad. I'm looking at this other property, and that was an ROI of about 15 or 17%. Still pretty good ROI. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go through with it. We should close mid-July. I think July 14th was the date that we set, but 22% and a 15-17% ROI on 2 properties, not too bad. There is another ROI that you can do, and that's more like when you flip houses. When I bought this house, the house had to be finished out. Basically everything but the bathroom was finished. So I had to do the bedrooms, I had to do the kitchen, I had to finish the living room, and that basically all just entailed like windows and carpet, the laminate flooring, the countertops, stuff like that. I had to do some drywall. Anyways, I got it appraised, and that came back last week at a total of $53,000. I was shocked when the lady at the bank told me that, because I was only expecting it to go up maybe like 10 grand. And now I'm sitting on a property that has $33,000 equity that, you know, all I did was put some sweat equity into it. Swequity, is that a word? Swequity? Anyway, sweat equity, which basically you just do some minor repairs and stuff like that to bring the value of the property up. So 33 grand in equity that I got. Pretty excited about that, which is also how I'm leveraging that property into getting this other property. Anyways, if you don't know me, one of my goals is to be retired. I say retired, that doesn't mean me just sitting on a beach sipping mimosas all day, every day, 24/7 for the rest of my life. No, I just want enough passive income to where I can, you know, do whatever I want. I'm financially free is how a lot of people will say it. Right now I'm still learning on investing, and obviously, you know, in 6 months I learned that, hey, putting 100% down on a property, not a good idea if you want to leverage your money to the best of your ability. No, I'm not a financial expert, but putting the least amount of money down on an investment deal is the best way to increase your ROI. Now, a lot of people will be like, John, you did it. You know, Dave Ramsey, you know, I'd be so proud of you. But, you know, from an investor standpoint, terrible. Why would you put 100% of your money down on an investment? But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, yep, I'm just excited for the future. I have a goal. Like I said, I have 5 years to figure this out and be retired. And if I want to sit on a beach and sip a mimosa, I can. But, you know, most likely I'll be working. You know, I'll be running a business. I'll be taking care of properties, trying to buy more properties. But this is something I really like. But anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you have any questions on finance and investing and stuff, I'll give you my personal opinion. Like I said, everything in this video is just my personal opinion. Please don't do something that I'm telling you and then go do it and you end up failing and then you come at me and sue me, and yeah, I just don't want that. So this is all just an opinion. I'm not a financial expert. Please understand that. But you know, I'll make a video answering you guys' questions on my opinion on whatever that may be. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.